Today, we're digging into a $2 billion bet that just might reshape the entire world of AI. We're talking about Nvidia, the absolute king of the hill, placing this massive wager on a company you might have never even heard of, Marvell Technology. And let me tell you, this wasn't just some casual investment. Oh no, this was a strategic earthquake, signaling a huge shift in the semiconductor industry. Let's get into it.
And that really is the multi-billion-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, think about it. Nvidia is famous for making these incredibly calculated, almost cold-blooded business moves. So when they pump $2 billion into a smaller player like Marvell, it's more than just a vote of confidence. It's a public declaration. So what on earth is Marvell's secret weapon that made Nvidia go all in like this?
Okay, so this right here, this is the whole thesis in a nutshell. You should think of this investment as a kind of technological anointing. It's Nvidia basically shouting from the rooftops to the entire market that their future, the very architecture of the AI revolution, is now completely tangled up with Marvell. But, does the balance sheet actually back up such a crazy, bold claim? Let's find out.
To really truly grasp why this bet is so significant, you have to understand that just 5 years ago, Marvell was a totally different company. I mean, we are talking about a top-to-bottom, complete DNA-level transformation.
This slide, this is the smoking gun right here. Back in 2020, Marvell was kind of stuck in the slow lane, right? 60% of its revenue was coming from these low-margin, old-school storage products. But just look at the projection for 2025. It's like they shed their old skin and re-emerged as this data center beast. This isn't just a pivot, you guys. This is a complete metamorphosis.
And you better believe Wall Street took notice. I mean, revenue didn't just grow, it exploded, more than doubling to nearly $6 billion. And as you can see from the chart, Marvell stock just absolutely left the Nasdaq in the dust. This was no lucky break. This was the direct result of a laser-focused strategy on the future of AI.
But okay, this is where the story gets really interesting. All this insane growth. And yet, if you look at the numbers on paper, Marvell looks like it's bleeding cash. So what is going on here? Well, my friends, this is what it costs to build an impenetrable fortress in the cutthroat world of AI.
Yeah. For the average investor, this chart is a total nightmare. A nosedive in net margin all the way down to negative 15%. That looks like a 5-alarm fire. But this is where you have to look past the scary headlines and really understand what we call the gap illusion. This, right here, this is the single most important thing to get. That terrifying drop in margin, it's not a mistake. It's a weapon. You heard me right. It is a strategic feature, not a business bug. But what in the world is this feature designed to do?
And the answer is right here. It's a massive, nearly $2 billion a year R&D engine. They are pouring a third of their entire revenue back into innovation. They're not just playing the game anymore, they are literally trying to rig it in their own favor by building a technological moat so deep and so wide that no competitor can ever hope to cross it. And here's the reality check behind that illusion. Forget the accounting shenanigans for a second. In the real world, cash is king. And let me tell you, Marvell is a kingmaker. They're generating a staggering $1.39 billion in free cash flow. This is not a company that's in trouble. It's a cash printing machine, plain and simple. So, okay, Marvell has the cash and it's got the tech. But who are they up against? Well, in the absolutely brutal arena of custom AI silicon, it has basically come down to a head-to-head battle between two titans.
Let's get down to the nuts and bolts for a second. If Nvidia is building the AI gold mine, Marvell is the one selling all the indispensable picks and shovels. They provide that critical, super high-speed infrastructure that allows Nvidia's GPUs to unleash their full power. Without Marvell's stuff, those GPUs are basically just very, very expensive paperweights.
And this, right here, is the checkmate move. Nvidia's investment creates what's called an architectural lock-in. They are literally hardwiring Marvell's technology into the very blueprint of their next-generation AI systems. This isn't just a partnership, people. This is a permanent alliance.
So what this does is set up a classic David versus Goliath showdown. On one side, you have Broadcom, the established trillion-dollar behemoth. And on the other, you have Marvell, the nimble, innovative challenger. It's a battle of sheer scale versus specialization, and honestly, the future of AI is hanging in the balance. So, after looking at all this evidence, the incredible transformation, the insane R&D spending, the strategic lock-in with the king of AI,
What's the final verdict from the StoxCompare analysis?
Now look, we gotta be honest here. No investment is a sure thing, and Marvell definitely has some red flags you can't ignore. A pretty hefty debt load and some concerning return metrics. These are kind of the growing pains of a company that's in hyper-growth mode, but they are absolutely risks that need to be on every single investor's radar.
But even with those risks, the verdict is in. Accumulate. The analysis is crystal clear. Marvell's aggressive transformation and its ironclad partnership with Nvidia, they justify the premium price tag. They haven't just de-risked their future. They have positioned themselves as an absolute cornerstone of the AI revolution.
So, to just recap the whole bull case for Marvell, let's boil it down. 1. The Nvidia seal of approval is a total game changer. 2. Don't believe the accounting. You have to follow the cash. And 3. Marvell is a pure play bet on the explosive growth of the AI infrastructure market. It's as simple as that.
So we're all left with this massive question. Did Nvidia just hand Marvell the keys to the kingdom? Has this $2 billion bet created a new, untouchable champion in the great AI arms race? The data, well, it tells a pretty powerful story. But in the fast-moving world of tech, the next chapter is always unwritten.